It's Gnome of the Month, Gnome of the Month,
Gnome of the Month!
Hello my beautiful gnomies, and welcome back to my channel. This is Nova Gnome Creations, and I'm Nova, and I'm so happy to see you today. Today is our Gnome of the Month reveal video. So if you are new here, welcome to my channel. I hope that you enjoy your time here in our comfy, cozy little corner of YouTube, and I hope that you'll think about hitting that subscribe button if you would like to stay around and become a gnomie, be one of our community members here. If it's not your first time here, welcome back my gnomie. I'm so happy that you decided to join us today. I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope that you and your loved ones are taking care of the best that you can. It is Saturday, so it is the weekend, so I hope you guys are having a little bit of fun. Even if you've got a lot going on, I hope that you carve out a little bit of time for yourself, a little bit of time to decompress, to relax, to do something that brings you joy. You can't fill from an empty cup, so make sure that you refill your cup this weekend, okay? That's my challenge to you. So, if you don't know what Gnome of the Month is, I have an exciting little treat for you today because this is a very fun day for us. I come on here on the first Saturday of the month, and I talk to you guys about what my idea is for what I'm going to make for my gnome that month. And then if I have like a pattern, I let you guys know about it. If I'm going to make it up, I let you guys know about it. If I have a sketch, I'll show it to you. Sometimes I do crochet-alongs, and I'll let you guys know what we're going to be making together if you guys decide to join in. But you guys are also welcome to join in making any gnome that you want. So then throughout the month, we all work on our gnomes. I work on my gnome. If you guys are making gnomes too, you work on your gnomes. And then the last Saturday of the month, which is today, I come on here and I show you guys the reveal of what my gnome came out to be. And then I show you guys how your gnomes came out. So if you would ever like to send in a gnome, you can send it to my email. It is in the description box of this video and in all of my videos, but it is novagnomecreations@gmail.com. And you just put Gnome of the Month in the subject line, attach your pictures, and you put what name you would like me to credit you with when I put together the video. You can put any other details that you'd like. If you would like to put pattern details, yarn details, if you would like to have a little story time of something relating to your gnome, or just in general you just feel like chatting, that's totally fine. You can say whatever you want. I just need to know what name to credit you with, and you just need to attach your pictures. So I do not have a limit for how many gnomes you can send in. So if you make 5 gnomes this month, you can send in 5 gnomes, like whatever you have made. And it does not have to be crochet. So it can be any medium that you make a gnome in, you are welcome to send it in. And then, like I said, I also show my gnome, and a lot of times my gnome changes over the course of the month once I get going on it. And so it's really fun to see what it ended up coming out like. So if you were not here for last Saturday, or not last Saturday, the first Saturday of this month's video, I decided that this month I was going to be making a channel mascot gnome. And what that means is I was going to make a galaxy themed gnome. Ever since I started Nova Gnome Creations, my little mascot for my channel has been a galaxy gnome. My sister has made a lot of digital art for me over the course of me having my channel, so you've probably seen different renditions of a galaxy gnome as my picture at different points. Usually it's a little gnome sitting on like a crescent moon seat. And that's just been that was what I told her I wanted when I started it, and that's just been my mascot or my logo or whatever you want to call it ever since. So I was like, you know what? We need a crocheted galaxy gnome. I think it's well overdue. Also, I just love galaxy stuff, and hence why I chose it. So I ended up working up a sketch. I did not have a sketch for my last one, so I thought I would show you guys the sketch idea that I ended up working up before I show you my gnome. It does not look exactly like this because this is just a sketch idea, but I had the idea to put stars and constellations and maybe some planets on the hat. And then I had this idea, I got these really beautiful beads in Happy Mail, and I wanted to include at least some of them because I thought that they have beautiful galaxy colors to them. So at first I was thinking to do a mobile, like coming out of the hat and going around, you know, in a circle and like kind of hanging down beads, but I ended up changing that up a bit. But that was just like kind of the idea once I got going with it. So I've got the info right here of what I used and all that good stuff. Are you guys ready to see the gnome? And then I'll let you guys know like all the little details of yarn and whatnot. I'm super happy with it. I love it so much. Ta-da! It is huge, you guys. He is over a foot tall. See, I gotta back it up quite a bit to fit the whole thing in frame. So normally when I'm holding my gnomes up for you guys, I hold them like right here. So you guys can just see the size difference here. And let me scoot over and put it on this side actually, so it's not in the direct view of the light. Or the beam of the light. So I ended up doing the beads hanging from the hat. And I thought it kind of gave that planet effect. But hanging from the hat. So I did... Oh, where to begin? Okay, guys, so I triple stranded the body. I used Hometown, Lion Brand Hometown yarn in Key Largo Tweed and Cambridge Tweed. Those were both super bulky yarns. I used the Key Largo here, and then as I got a little further up, closer to the top, I switched to the Cambridge Tweed, which was the black one. And it was a bulky that is not the same one I used on the hat. But I will get to that in just a moment. So I used those two. I also was holding a black metallic Red Heart Super Saver strand. That's one of the places that the sparkle comes from. Actually, yeah. And then I was holding a sparkly strand of... Where did I put it? The blue, this blue in here, it's like a darker blue, in Big Twist. And it is like a sparkly colored one. And those, the metallic black and the sparkly, Big Twist were both worsted weights. So I was holding 2 worsted weights and a super bulky, together for the body. And then for the hat, I double stranded Heartland, Lion Brand Heartland tweed in Black Canyon with the black sparkly metallic-y Red Heart Super Saver. So this is double stranded. And the hat is actually 2 worsted weights. So they look very similar. And actually I can show you because I have them sitting right here. There is this one and this one. Let me move this out of the way for a second. So they look extremely similar, but one is a super bulky, which is this Hometown in Cambridge Tweed, and this Heartland in Black Canyon Tweed is a worsted weight. So I thought that was really cool. I love this yarn. I love this tweed effect with the black and the rainbowy colors. And I thought it just looked so galaxy. Like, look at that. Is that not like, you know, like the black of the galaxy with all the colors in it? That's like kind of the vibe I was going for. And then I also used, this is all I have left of my Red Heart Super Saver metallic in black. I literally used so much because I used it for the whole body and for the whole hat. But it is a black sparkly color. And then I also used this Big Twist sparkle, which is so gorgeous. And that is what I used for like the main body of the gnome. And then I used, for the surface stitching and like embroidering, I used some of the Pretties Please from Yarn Bee, which is Hobby Lobby. It is a sugar wheel cotton spun yarn. It is sparkly. And that's what I've got of that. I had some yellow that I had color controlled out, so I had that and I was like, perfect. And then what I did was, I will give you kind of a little 360 rotation. I did some constellations and I did like some little kind of star motifs. So you'll notice that's a constellation. That's, I believe, was that one Cassiopeia? I think that that's Cassiopeia, but I cannot remember. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But I did some little constellations. I did like a little crescent moon, some like little like sparkle kind of effects, you know, like stars. Did obviously a larger constellation here. And I did like a little like circle, maybe like a moon, you know, just like some different effects. And then I put little tiny felt stars on here, and then I put some bigger felt stars on here. And I put some on the body as well. And I added some planets. So I made just like a ball or a sphere, and I just made a little kind of circular shape and sewed it onto it, and then sewed them onto the hat. And then I just did like a little sphere and sewed that onto the hat just to kind of give that galaxy kind of effect. And then I added these beads, and I was thinking that I was going to add more originally and go all the way around the hat basically, with like a bunch of them. But I had a couple thoughts about that. One, I thought if I put too many, it might lose the feel of them being kind of planets in orbit or something. And two, I actually think that this will be a little bit of an ongoing project, because I think it would be really cool to add different little trinkets to it over time that I find that just feel perfect for it. So like if I find like beads that are like stars, or like little planet motif things or things like that, I could put them on the hat, I could put them dangling, and I just thought it could be something that kind of grows over time into like a really like elaborate and detailed piece. And this yarn is a Caron Simply Soft. I don't remember the colorway. If you're interested in the colorway, just let me know in the comments and I can look and check for you. I put that yarn away already. But it was like one of those really big skeins of yarn. So here is my galaxy gnome. I'm trying to fit the whole thing into frame. Like I said, this is a whopper, guys. It is over 8 foot tall. I wanted it to be really big. I felt like that was kind of like, it's the channel mascot. I wanted to do a huge gnome, you know. I thought it had to be like groundbreaking. But let me give you guys a close-up so you can see the colors in here and just really feel that galaxy vibe. I don't know about you guys, but it just really screams galaxy to me. Oh, and I did not give it a beard yet. I don't know if I'm going to ever. For now, I didn't, because I didn't want to cover up the body. I really like the colors that are in the body, and I felt like if I put a beard on here, there wouldn't be a whole lot of body to be shown. I don't know, I just didn't feel it. So I have my first also official gnome that I didn't put a beard on or put like hair on. This is the first time I've ever done that. But if I find the perfect yarn for a beard that just fits the galaxy gnome super well, I can always add a beard after the fact. It may not be quite as easy as if I had added it during construction before I put the hat on, but I can totally do that. So like, that's one of those things. It can be kind of evolutionary and it can change and evolve over time. But here is our channel mascot, Mr. Galaxy Gnome. Super, super in love with it. I hope that you guys like it too. And a big shout out to Amy from Hooked on Sunshine for these cute beads that look so much like little planets, and they just look like they have the galaxy in each bead. I just love the blue and the purple. They're so pretty, but they were perfect, and I had to incorporate them into this project. And thankfully, I still have quite a few left, so they will go into another project in the future. But I hope you guys liked my gnome. I'm really, really happy with it. I'm gonna have to figure out where I want to put it and make sure the cats don't get to it. The little dangly planet pieces might be enticing to them. Just a lot. But I hope that you guys are doing great today. I know that I've got some entries for Gnome of the Month, so I am excited to go see what you guys have been up to. I'm going to go get into my email and get out your guys' Gnome of the Month submissions and get to editing this video together for you guys so you can see all of the Gnome goodness in our little Gnome parade. And like I said, if you want to join in next month, feel free to send in your gnomes at any point. You can literally send them in right now if you want to. They will just be in the last Saturday of the month's video. So it will be like a whole month from now before it's in the Gnome of the Month parade, but that's totally fine. I just don't open them until I go to edit my video together, so they stay in there nice and bold-faced and easy for me to find. I just look for Gnome of the Month, bold-faced emails. Okay, those are the ones that haven't been in a montage yet. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I will see you guys again soon, and I hope you stick around for the Gnome montage. Make sure you leave a comment below and let people know that they did a good job. Let them know your thoughts if you have like any specific like inclinations towards a certain one or something. And let me know what you guys have been up to. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye!